All right, hey everyone, welcome to the Invested Agents podcast. Chris Bounds here with Invested Agents. Over the weekend, I did something I haven't done in a long time, and I went paintballing. Reminds me of I used to go paintballing all the time when I was a kid, to the point where there was only a couple of my friends that really enjoyed it, so it ended up being just us paintballing in woods nearby. But sometimes we'd collect groups and go out, and we'd just do this all day long. And it was naturally during the summer when we were all out of school, and it was absolutely hot in Central Texas. But over the weekend, it was not hot in Houston, and a friend of mine asked if I wanted to go paintballing. I was like, sure. Hey, it's been raining for the past few days. It's going to be nice, muddy, cool. Why not? And we did. Unfortunately, a lot of people canceled, so there's only like 5 of us. And it gives you a lot of time to actually get some games in and get shot. But that's all good. That's all good. And I was reflecting afterwards, had a lot of fun and look forward to doing it again. But I was reflecting a lot afterwards on how entrepreneurism is like paintball. Because when you start out paintball, it's very simple. You've got a paintball gun and you go out and shoot people, right? But it's not quite that simple. As you get out there and you realize like, hey, there are other people doing this and they know what they're doing because they probably do this every weekend. Like there are leagues and sports, and of course there's that 15-year-old kid who probably plays every single day and lives out his Call of Duty dreams in real life on the paintball field. But be that as it may, it seems simple, and you're going to get out there and it doesn't require really much of anything to play. You gotta have a paintball gun, basic set of physical skills, and you get out there and do it. Just like starting a business. It doesn't really require much to get into the game, but early on, you take more hits. You absolutely take more hits. You're not very good. And it may not, you're gonna have your unique skill sets, but early on, you're gonna take a lot more hits than you probably expected, and some of them are going to hurt. And this is actually when most people just decide that like, hey, this isn't for me. I don't like getting shot. I don't like the sting. I don't like the pain. And it's exhausting, tiring. I'm not getting good enough, fast enough. Like I'm out. And that's what a lot of people do with business and real estate investing, which has been a large part of my business journey. When a deal goes bad, or they're not quite getting the closings that they want, or on the agent side, they're not picking up the listings, or their buyers are they're hemming and hawing, and they can't get them to the closing table or to decide on anything after showing them like 30 houses. They're just like, man, this is not for me. But this is actually the moment that's kind of make or break for real entrepreneurs, because everyone else, they quit. They make a lot of excuses, it doesn't work, and they go back to whatever it was they were doing, or the next big trendy thing that's going on. But the true entrepreneur, like they thrive in this because they see it not as a problem that like it's some unsurmountable mountain or some problem that basically they see it as a challenge. They enjoy the challenge. They thrive off that challenge. And they realize that the problem there is to be solved. They love solving problems. And it hurts. It definitely hurts. So when you're out there in the paintball field and you're new, or you haven't played in a while like I have, you're getting shot, like you get whelps. It's not fun. But this is when you persevere. You get out there and you play again, and you play again, and you be strong, and you persevere, and you get better. It's interesting. You actually get better by getting the reps in, and eventually you kind of figure out what works and what doesn't work, and that is just tremendously valuable experience that nobody else got. Everybody who quit, like they don't have that, and it's something that you can't buy. You can't buy experience. You can try to shorten the timeline of learning through mentors and other things, but you can't buy experience. You have to get out there and do it. And so while going through that experience and pushing through, you're still going to, even on the other side of the mountain, like when you think you've made it or things are getting easier and you're really starting to click in, like you're still going to take hits. Like even when you're really good at paintball, you're still going to get shot, and it's still going to happen. But you're probably taking less hits than you're giving at this point. And more importantly, you've got an understanding of what to do from your experience and what not to do, and you're getting better and you're actually winning games. That's when it becomes like really, really fun. And of course, at this time, it's a good time too that you can network and collaborate within the industry to help those that are just getting on, help them realize through your experience what to expect, how to overcome, and ultimately how to conquer and get over the mountain that you've been through. So other people that are seeing you at that stage though, like they don't get it. They just don't get it. They see you as someone who it was easy. You didn't have any challenges. It wasn't difficult for you, or you got in a good market, a good time, and like it's just something that they can't do. And it's unfortunate. I think a lot of dreams die from that because they don't see the whelps that you took along the way. They don't see all the times that you got shot along the way. They don't see how many times like you stumbled and you're just absolutely exhausted and you just kept pushing and pushing and pushing and playing and playing and playing. And then you finally broke through. And with everyone, it's going to be different on how soon that breakthrough happens. Some it's faster than others, and that's amazing. And that could be your story. But for others, like it may be 2-3 years, maybe 5 years down the road. Or when you look at other like great entrepreneurs, like like Colonel Sanders with KFC, like you could be in like your 60s or 70s or however old he was before you get that breakthrough. And if it takes that long, like, do you think it'll be worth it? Like when you really got that dream, you finally accomplished what you've been working years and years for. Like how satisfying will that be? So just don't let other folks like, well, I guess I'm speaking more towards those that are looking at others, that if you look at someone and they just seem like they've got it all together or everything's great, first off, like they've got challenges. Like even successful people, they've got challenges too. They're different challenges, but they're still stressful nonetheless. And they may have systems and all that in place to help manage that, but they have challenges. But more importantly, they went through a lot of crap to get where they are. And if you want to get where they are too, you're going to have to go through that crap too. Like there's just no way around the experience. You can't buy it. You've actually got to go through it. And you may find an easier, better path, faster path to get there, and that's cool. But ultimately, you've got to go through it.